To the cloud. Good morning. Okay. We have a lot to cover today in a short amount of time. Thank you all for being here. Happy Thursday. Happy pre-Friday. It was kind of nice having Monday off, and then I took Tuesday off as well. So like I'm feeling great for a Thursday. I feel awesome. It's amazing how that works. It's kind of a catch-22 because part of you is like, it's nice to have like less days, and part of you is like, oh my gosh, I got so much I got to cram in a very short amount of time. So, with that said, is Christian here? Are you here?
Yes, Eric, I'm here.
How are you
Good
doing
morning.
this morning? Good morning. Thanks for being today's assistant instructor. How's everything?
Everything is good, thank you.
Glad to hear it. So, just a reminder: the three questions: Where are you from? Why did you join Year Up? And what is something interesting about yourself?
Okay, well, I'm from Colombia.
Cool.
Um, I joined Europe because I see it as an opportunity, as the bridge that take me from working a regular job to start my career.
Excellent.
Something interesting about me, I love soccer.
Soccer. Okay.
Yeah,
Playing or watching or both?
both of them. Yeah.
Okay. What's your team?
From Europe, I like Real Madrid.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. And do you like watch soccer like the gosh, what is the league called here in the U.S.? I don't even know. The NYCFC.
MLS.
Yes, do you watch that or
Yeah, I
not really?
watch soccer
Okay,
from the
cool,
whole world. Yeah, no matter
awesome.
what.
Yeah, I love it. Excellent, excellent. So you love soccer, both playing it and watching it. Very
Yes.
cool. Awesome. Well, very good. Okay, now what is the question that you would like to ask the group?
How do you guys like to spend the weekends?
All right. How do you like to spend the weekends? And for you, Christian, how do you like to spend your weekends?
Right now, for me, actually, that's not how I like, but that's how I have to. Working and doing all the work from Europe.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So that keeps you plenty busy, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So where do you work, Christian?
I work in a garage in Manhattan,
Okay.
a parking garage.
A parking garage. Gotcha. So what's the coolest car you ever parked?
I mean, there is many, but a Lambo was the one
Ooh.
that killed me. Yeah, I couldn't even drive it.
Why, you were like too nervous?
Yeah,
Or
I
what?
was too nervous.
I mean, I don't blame you. That's a really pricey car. You're like some
Yeah, because it's a tiny garage, so I got
right.
a ramp to go to the basement. So I
Yep.
was so scared to crash it.
Oh my gosh, that's like more pressure than any final exam in Europe will ever be. Driving a Lambo in a tiny little parking garage in New York City.
Yeah,
It looks like Evelyn actually has a question for you,
yeah,
Christian.
that's what I was about to say.
Okay, Evelyn. So, what's your question for Christian?
I'm from the Caribbean, and over here, soccer is football over there, and then football is soccer. So I just wanted to know what, like, when you say soccer, what are you talking about? Are you talking about kicking the ball or like running
Kicking
around
the
with the
ball.
ball?
Yeah,
Okay, okay, okay. I want to make sure we were on the same page.
yeah. Now, 'cause like here, football is like they call different in my country.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know, because I would be talking about soccer, and then like my family back home would be talking about
NFL I
football,
think is
and then
here,
I'm
right?
just like, wait, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
But
soccer.
that's good to know.
Good question. Yeah, good clarifying question. So, just a quick reminder um, Christian is the only person allowed to interrupt me today. Everyone else, if you have a, comment or question, do exactly what Avalon just did. Raise your hand, put it in the chat box, and either myself or Christian will get to you. And it looks like we have spending time with family and friends. We don't talk about the weekends work as well. Hiking, Hannah enjoys sleeping and dancing. I will take 100 of Eric's finals, then Parker Lambo. Okay. Probably a lot of people would feel that way. Brunch, outdoor yoga, um, instructed by my friends, self-caring, spending time with family or friends who are COVID-free. Yes, absolutely. That's important for sure. Working out. Yep. I think I shared this before, but my wife is an RN. She works at Columbia Hospital. She delivers babies. So I spend my whole entire weekends with my girls. So I work all week, and then Saturday and Sunday from basically sun up to sundown, me and Lydia and Phoebe hang out. So you'll probably find me at a playground near Yankee Stadium, drinking a very large coffee while my girls, do their thing. So if you ever want to know what I'm doing on Saturday at 9 a.m., that's what I'm doing. So no sleeping, no yoga for me. But one day I'll get back to that life. All right, a couple quick housekeeping matters. First thing is Moses here? Can you unmute yourself if you're here, Moses? Or yep, I see your face. Are you here, Moses? I want to provide you some feedback in front of the group, but maybe you're not near your computer right
Yes,
now.
ma'am.
Oh, you're
Yes,
here.
ma'am.
Okay, Moses. I want to provide you some feedback. I remember yesterday we were in this main room, and one of your colleagues was struggling with the Google site, and you did a really fabulous job patiently helping him understand how this Google site works, how it functions. And I just really want to commend you for taking that leadership and doing that, because I believe that the most important lesson that you can learn here at Year Up is not technical skills, but it's people skills, and it's how to relate to your colleagues well. And I know that you have a tendency to really be hard on yourself, and I don't think you should be. I think you're a strong student. I think you're an incredible person. And I think that what you did yesterday really displayed your leadership and your abilities. And I'm really proud of you. And I would hope that you're proud of yourself too for taking that step. So that's my feedback for you, Moses.
Thank you, Eric. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, with that being said, I said it to everybody. Reality of it is, Year Up is a program that's not just academic, right? It's not just come here, learn skills, and then see you later. It's holistic. It's all encompassing. It's not just one skill. It's multiple skills. And Moses exhibited that great skill yesterday by volunteering. I didn't ask him to do it. He said, "I'd be willing to help out my colleague who's struggling through this right now." So with that being said, if you're a person who is really good at Google Sites and you have a strong handle on how to do it, a lot of your colleagues are struggling through that. I would encourage you even now, put in the chat box, like, I'd volunteer to help somebody with their Google site. I want to follow like Moses's example, and I want to help out my colleagues. And I say that because you have to have your Google site done before you finish Intro to Computers. That's required. Okay, you can't leave this class and not have that site done. So if you're available and you say, hey, I'm pretty good at it, I can give 15, 20 minutes of my afternoon today or an evening or sometime this weekend to coordinate with one of my colleagues, just go ahead into the chat box, say, yeah, I'm pretty good at it. I'm happy to help anyone who needs it. And if you're on the other end and you're struggling and you don't have it done yet, Jesus volunteered. Thank you, Jesus. Reach out to Jesus or whoever else might be strong in that area and tap on them. That we're here to I've told myself, there you go, Manny's also good at it, and be willing to help out your colleagues. And Rahul as well. Rahul had a beautiful site, by the way. I looked at his last night. I said, wow, that's amazing. That looks like something you would see like, in a catalog or something. It was awesome. Yeah, Jaleesa, so excellent. So great job. I appreciate all of you leaders stepping up, saying you're volunteer. If you're struggling, please tap on one of these folks. Say, I would love to, sit down, talk with you for a few minutes over Zoom. I'm happy to utilize my link. I also have office hours at 3:15. If you want to talk to me, I'm happy to talk with you as well. But you need to have that done by the end of the class, because if not, then that's not going to be good, because you're going to keep building out that Google site through mod 2 and mod 3, and you have to at least have it started. Which started means you have an URL, you have the landing page with your name, with your photo, with your bio. Most of you are done. Some of you are not. Those of you who are not, please, you have half a dozen people there that have volunteered their time to help you. So please reach out to them, drop by and see me at 3:15. I'm happy to help. All right. I wanted to give Moses his feedback. I want to talk about the Google site. Third thing I want to talk about is our final. Cue creepy music. Da, 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 da. No, I'm just kidding. It's not creepy at all. It's going to be fine. All right. 11 of you opted in for the team presentation. Kudos to you. Respect, because I believe that that's going to serve you well, because the reality is when you work with other people for the most part. I have meetings a lot. I have collaboration quite a bit. I'm in conversations with Vanessa, with Kachun, with Malik, with Keith, with people all the time. that's just the reality of work. So for those of you who opted in for that, great. I commend you. I'll share your teams here in a moment. 14 of you opted for the interview style exam, which is great too. I commend you for that because you literally have no idea what you're going to be asked. And it takes a lot of courage to go in and do that. And 7 of you, unfortunately, never filled out the form. So therefore, if you did not fill out the form by 11:59 p.m. last night, I went ahead and put you into the interview style exam. And the reason that I did that is because it's not fair if you never filled it out and you don't want to do the team presentation to put you on a team of people who do want to do it. And then you'd be like, I don't want to even do this. Why did Eric put me here? So if you did not fill it out, the 7 of you, you are now doing the interview style exam. Okay, so I just want you to know that. And I also want to encourage the 7 of you, you know who you are, to really make sure that you get those deliverables in on time. In the working world, your manager is going to ask you to do things that are going to be the same day. This was not a huge task. It was a Google form that took 30 seconds to fill out. I just want to encourage all of you that didn't do it last night to just be mindful of making sure that you get those things in time. And if you didn't do it, then you're doing the interview style exam. All right. I feel like I'm talking a lot. I promise I'm almost done. Now, here are our teams. All right. We have 3 teams. These teams are amazing. I cannot wait to see what business they come up with and hear their presentations next week. So we have team 1. We can go ahead and clap for all the teams too if we would like. We have team 1, which is Ashley Ross, Majida, Jalissa, and Neftali. That is team 1. All right. Excited to see what they come up with. It's a great group. Looking forward to hearing their presentation next week. Ashley Ross, Majida, Jalissa, Neftali. Team 2. It's going to be Chelsea. It's going to be Ashley Gavin. It's going to be Eric. And it's going to be Muhammad. So looking forward to hearing them as well. Chelsea, Ashley Gavin, Eric, and Muhammad. That is team 2. And that leaves us with team 3. That is going to be Jesus, Mahmoud, and Manny. So team 3 only has 3 people. So even though they're down a person, there's not a doubt in my mind that they're going to do an awesome job. I am looking forward to their business. Jesus, Mahmoud, Manny, team 3. All right, so those are your teams. So what we're going to do is this. Today's class is going to be a little bit different, okay? It's going to be a little bit different because those of you who opted in to do the team presentation, you're actually going to utilize this time in class today and in class on Monday to start building out your final presentation, okay? I don't want you to be stressed out about this over the weekend. There is no reason why you can't get it knocked out during the hour today and the hour on Monday. So that, I'm giving you that time to get with your team and prepare. I don't want you on Zoom at 9 o'clock on a Friday night doing it. That's not good self-care. No, I'm giving you this time now, all right? For those of you who opted in for the individual interview style, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be staying back with me, and I've composed about 40 questions, and I'm going to be calling on students at random and say, okay, I want you to answer this question for me. And some of those questions are going to be like you give an answer right back to me. Some are going to be show your screen and do this. But for those of you who opted in to stay, you're going to stay in the main room with me. Those of you who opted to do team presentations, you're going to go into your breakout rooms here in a few minutes, and you're going to get started. And I'll share with you some next steps on that. Yeah, Majid, do you have a question?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. So on Tuesday, when we're giving our final,
Yep.
The teams are going to first present, and then you're going to go into the interview style, or?
Yes, I'm glad you asked that question, Majid. Actually, no, I'm going to do. Let me go ahead and share my screen because I have the schedule right in front of me. It might be easier to have a visual. I created that this morning, so it's pretty much final. It might change slightly, but it's pretty much done. All right, Christian, can you see my screen?
Yes, it can.
Okay, so as you can see here, team 1, team 2, team 3, here they are. So team 1, you're our first one to go up. You're going to present on Tuesday, 9:10 to 9:20. All right, that's going to be your time. 5-minute presentation, 5-minute Q&A. Team 2, immediately thereafter, 9:20, 9:30, same deal. 5-minute Q&A, 5-minute presentation, 5-minute Q&A. And then team 3, you present after them, 9:30 to 9:40. Now, since more of you than I expected chose to do the individual interviews, some of those interview times are actually going to be on the 20th. So Amadul, Amna, and Andre, I'm sorry that your parents started your name with the letter A, but you're going first. You're going to just go on that Monday, actually. I'm sorry, on Tuesday. You're going to go Tuesday, and then you're done. That's it. You're finished. And then the rest of you are going to go on Wednesday. And I'll break that down into more detail once we just have the individuals who are doing the interviews. I'll explain that in more detail. But Majid, does that answer your question?
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Usman have his hand up.
Yes,
Usman.
Usman. Mm-hmm.
I have a question.
No, I think we're waiting for Usman. Are you there, Usman? Okay, I think Usman might be away. Ashley?
Ashley is next, yeah.
My laptop is being repaired, so I'm on my Zoom today on my phone.
Sure.
So I was just worried that if you call on me, I won't be able to answer the question.
Oh, okay, but you can't answer it, so you're able to talk.
Yeah, I can answer, but like if you want me to do something in Excel
Sure.
or something.
Yep, no problem. Thanks. Okay, so what we're gonna do is this. It's 10:46. I have, like I said, 40 questions that I've composed over the last few days for the interview style. But what I want to do, just to mix it up a little bit, is we're going to do a reverse classroom. And I just put a Google form, and I want you to think of a question. What question? It could be one of two things. It could be the question where it's like, I really hope Eric asked me this because I have this concept locked down. I could do it in my sleep. Or it could be a question where it's like, you know what, this would really stretch me. I hope that he asked me this because it would really require me to stretch myself during the interview. And for those of you who are doing the team, you don't have to. You can propose a question if you would like, but don't feel like you have to. But go ahead, take a moment, go into the that form. You don't have to put your name; it's anonymous. Maybe you'll even luck out where you get the question that you propose. But what we're going to do is this. It's 10:47. You're going to put your cameras off. 10:52. We're going to come back. I want you to put your question into the Google form. And then I'm going to go ahead and make the breakout rooms with our teams. And then we'll spend the next 45 minutes or so discussing that. And then we'll bring everybody back for deliverables and next steps. So see you all in 5 minutes. All right, 10:52. We're back. Thank you to the 13 of you who submitted questions. Those were very good. That will definitely help make the final exam interview style more comprehensive. Okay, we're going to go into our breakout rooms here in a moment for those of you who are doing the team exercise and the group presentation next week. Just to clarify, someone asked me this. They said, like, could our business be an app? Like, does it have to be like a physical, like, brick and mortar place, like a store or like a coffee shop? It can be an app. And then the person asked, could our team make like a year up app, like where your Schoology, your email, your office hours, like everything's in like one app? I said, of course you can do that. That's a brilliant idea. And I asked, how would you monetize that? And the person said, oh, I would have like Grubhub like advertise on our platform since we're all working from home. So like you're in your class and all of a sudden it's like, ooh, you want to order pasta at like 11:30? It's like, oh, there you go. Whoever takes that idea and runs with it, that's an awesome idea. All right. So I want to encourage those of you who are going to go into the breakout here in a minute. Use your time today. What is your idea going to be? What's your concept? What's going to be your mission and vision? And begin a little bit with budget. I would really focus on those 3 big rocks today. The next thing is that if you have time, you can begin the PowerPoint. I don't know if you will, but really I think focus on ideation today. That's going to be your big goal. So we have the 3 rooms with your team. So I'm going to send you into your rooms and I'm going to bring you back at, let's just say, 11:40ish. That gives you a good amount of time to get going, get some ideas flowing. Then we'll come back for next steps. And those of you who are doing the interview style will stay back here with me, and we'll get talking on there. All right. So for our team presentation, folks, go ahead and head to your rooms. All right. Ashley Ross.
Yes. Good morning, Eric.
Good morning.
So I'm in a group, and my question is, can we make like fake data like that shows like how our business has been running so far?
So what you're doing actually is you're creating your own, like you're creating a startup. So like
Oh,
imagine,
a
yeah,
startup.
it's a
Oh,
startup. Yep, it's a startup. So like you can project what your numbers would be, right? So imagine you have like a daycare. How much will you charge per child? How much will the rent be? How much will staff cost be? You'll project all of that. Yeah.
okay. Okay. My idea was like for Shark Tank, like they're
Mhm.
already in business and they're asking for more money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
you're
Thank
like
you.
really ground level, like you're starting your own business.
Okay, that clarifies it for me. Thank
Yep.
you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Those of us who remain are the brave souls who decided to do the interview style exam. Let me go ahead and put that sheet back up. I'm going to share with you. It might be good news. It might be bad news. Depends on your perspective. But given that there were so many people who decided to take this route, instead of the interview exam being 10 minutes, it's actually only going to be 5 minutes. And that's just because, for the sake of time, we don't have enough time to allocate everybody a 10-minute slot. So if you can see on my screen, I'll go ahead and zoom it in a little bit so it'll be a little bit easier to see if you're on a smaller machine. Christian, can you see that okay?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So you can see your name and you can see what time your slot is. The way it's going to work on the day of the final exam is you're going to come to this link, okay? I want you to make sure you come like a minute or two early. So I would even now like go into your calendar, make a calendar marker saying like I have my, final exam at 9:45 like Guzman does. Therefore, I'm going to make sure I'm in that waiting room by 9:43. And the reason that is if you show up at 9:48, maybe we get through 2 questions, you get them both right, but then you got, 2 out of 5. That's not a very good grade. So make sure that you show up a little early, you get through, and it's just going to be very, very punchy, kind of like I talked about yesterday. We can share more details, but that is your time slot. Yes, David, you have a hand up?
David, have the hand up. Yep.
Thank you, guys. So we'll be using this same Zoom link, correct?
Correct. You'll come to the Zoom link. You'll be put in the waiting room because the colleague before you will be in their final. Once that person and me are done, that person leaves. I click on your name. You come in, and it's like right away. It's like, all right, David, pull up Word and show me how to make a border, and like I'm going to see it very quickly.
Okay.
So some of the questions will be like that, and some will be like, okay, Ricardo, what is schedule assist? And you have to just spit back the answer. All right, be questions like that. So I'm going to put this on Schoology so you know what time your slot is. And also, just so you're aware, you don't have to come for the entirety of the class. Okay, don't feel like you show up and just sit here and just wait for your time. Like if your time is 10 o'clock, like Samaje's is, that means Samaje shows up at 9:58. 10 o'clock, she comes in the room. Samaje and I do our interview. 10:04, hopefully we're done, and she leaves, and that's it. You're done. All right, you don't have to stick around. And then like for Amna, Amadul, and Andre, you go on Tuesday, and then you're done. You don't have to don't do anything on Wednesday. You can take the morning and go, have a nice breakfast and go for a walk in the park. You don't have to worry about anything. You're finished. So that having an A name is actually a blessing in this because then you're done. It's behind you. And I do have like a little bit, like 15 minutes on the tail end in the event that things kind of get backed up. But I'm going to do my best to kind of keep things moving. And I have to rely on all of you as well to make sure you come for your allotted slot. If you miss your window, I don't know what to tell you. It's gonna be really tough to try to squeeze you in last minute. So please make sure you show up on time. If you get sick, if something happens, your house catches on fire, just email me, say I can't make it, and we can work with that. But if you say, oh, I forgot, that's kind of hard to work with you on that one. Amadul?
Yes, Eric. How many questions will there be since it's 5 minutes?
We're going to plan for 5 questions still. The questions are going to be rapid fire. They're not going to be complex questions. Yeah. Like I said, some will be things like pull up Word and make the background blue. Let me see you do that. That shouldn't take longer than 30 seconds, hopefully. Or it might be something like, do you need a subject line every single email, yes or no? Yes, right? That takes 5 seconds. So, all right. Any other questions? All right, so.
I do have a question, Eric.
Yes, Christian.
You know, some of us have the Office 365 and it's kind of different from the actual app.
Yep.
Is that gonna interfere with the exam, or?
It'll not interfere with the
Not
exam.
okay.
No, as long as you're able to perform the task that is being asked of you, you're going to be fine. So whether you do it on 365, whether you do it on 2019, whatever the case might be, as long as you can perform the task, it's fine. And also, I am going to, of course, be mindful that some of you are on Europe machines. Those machines can be slow, but we'll just have to, just roll with it the best we can. All right. So you recommend we have every app open before the interview? Yes, I would have Outlook, Word, Excel, and PowerPoint all at your fingertips, ready to go. Good question, Amadou. All right, very first one, we're gonna do it. Let's go ahead and get started. Let me loosen myself up here. I feel the pressure too. I don't even know why. I'm not taking an exam. All right, I'm gonna ask everyone to do this. And I'm gonna call on a few of you to share your screen. On your desktop, create a folder called Year Up Internship and put a blank Word document inside of it. Go ahead. And when you're done, give me a green check next to your name.
Eric, I didn't hear that last part. You got cut off. Open
Yep.
a Word document and.
I'll put a blank Word document inside that folder.
I got you.
And then give me a green check when you're done. All right, Hannah's done. Who's second?
You said you're a programmer?
Year Up Internship. Luis is done. David is done. Rahul's done. Samaji's done. All right, like that's how quickly it should be going. Like what Hannah just did, that would have been like you're good. You can do it pretty quickly. Normally, I would say show me your screen and show me how you do it, but I want everyone to get practice. That's why we're not doing it that way. But I'm going to ask Hannah, if you don't mind, can you share your screen and show us how you did it? Because you did that in 20 seconds, and that was perfect.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Don't mind the desktop, it is kind of messy. But here's the Year Up Internship folder right here. I just click here.
Hold on a second, Hannah, it's still loading. Oh, there we go, we got it. Yep.
Oh, sorry. Well, so the folder's right here. And then I press new folder. I would name it Year Up Internship. I open Word, which was kind of already open, press new. I'll just go to it really quick. I keep my schedule open. So file, new, blank document. Then right after I press this, I went to save as and just browsed it and put it inside the Year Up Internship folder.
Excellent, perfect. Yep, so if Hannah was in her final exam and she showed that to me, she would have got that answer correct because she knew how to do it. She knew how to do it quickly. She wasn't clicking around. She wasn't second guessing herself. She knew how to get the job done. So excellent job. Yeah, I know some of you are on your phone. Some of you can't share your screen. That's totally fine. I'm not gonna, put anybody on the spot. If you can't, you can't. That's okay. But do me a favor, put your hand up if you can explain to me the difference between Office 2019 and Office 365. Hand up on the right next to your name. That might be one of the questions I ask you. Yes, Andre, I saw your hand first. What is the difference? Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So Office 2019 is an offline program, while 365 is one that's online that requires a subscription,
Mhm.
while Office 2019 requires a one-time payment.
Yes, perfect. Thank you, Andre. That would be the correct answer. Andre would have gotten full credit for that. Hannah, do you have a question? Oh, just by accident. Okay, no problem. Excellent job, Andre. And someone explained to me, raise your hand on the right side, why is file management so critical in the working world? If I asked you that question in your final exam, what would you say?
Moses.
File management is critical because it allows you to organize your workspace in an efficient manner. That way you can navigate through whatever you need to get to easily and get your work done on time.
Excellent, Moses. Correct answer. That would have earned you full credit. Okay, so that's a little bit about file management. That was the very first week we had together. It feels so long ago in some ways, but it also feels like it was yesterday. But most of you are pretty comfortable with that concept. But there might be a question on the final exam about file management. It's really critical that you're comfortable doing it. You know how to do it. What Hannah modeled for you was perfect. You can create a folder. You can organize folders. You can organize files. You know how to do that with ease. All right. Are there any questions on file management before we move on to Outlook? You can raise your hand on this side. All right. All right, let's do this. I'm going to ask everyone to do this. I want you to go into your Outlook calendar, and I want you to schedule a meeting with me on October 23rd at 2 p.m. Go into your Outlook, schedule a meeting with me on October 23rd at 2 p.m. And please do not send it. I don't want to have 21 emails from people asking to meet with me that day. Just create the calendar invite. I'm going to ask a few of you to share your screen.
Hey, Eric, what time again? Sorry.
It's okay. The 23rd at 2 p.m.
Okay, thank you. And when you're done, give me a green check next to your name.
Did you want us to like write stuff in the subject and the body too, or?
What do you think, Luis? If this were a real life situation and I said, let's meet on Friday at 2 p.m., what do you think I'd want to see?
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Smart man right there. Follow Luis's lead if you want full credit. All right, Luis is done. Pablo's done. Who else can wrap it up? Amadul's done. Samaje, excellent. All right, I want to see Luis's screen. I want to see Pablo's screen. Luis, can you share your screen and show me the invitation?
Yeah, I didn't get the whole body thing or a Zoom link down, but I could still show you my screen.
Sure. Excellent. So you see what he has here? He has my name. He has a subject line, critical, 10:23 at 2 p.m. And then it looks like he started to write the agenda. That would be the correct answer. Okay. If I asked you to do this and you didn't have a subject line, you would get no credit. If I asked you to do this and you had the time wrong, you'd get no credit. If you asked you to do this and there's no agenda, you would get no credit. Like he said, the only thing missing is location. You don't have to like go find the Zoom link. You can just write, Starbucks Wall Street, something like that for the actual day of. So don't feel like you have to have the exact Zoom link. So Luis, great job. Thank you. Pablo, can you go ahead and share your screen and talk us through how you did it?
Yeah. So I scheduled, I went over here where it says new event, and then I just scheduled, I wrote in meeting with Eric. Then I invited you. I put the time for 2 o'clock. I just found some random Zoom link.
Yep.
And I wrote, hey, Eric, just wanted to meet about my final grade. Thank you. Have a great day.
Yep. Luis and Pablo would both get full credit for that because they did everything required. It has a subject.
Tiana have a question, Eric.
Of course. Tiana, do you have a question?
Yes, I wanted to know how much time are you giving us for each question?
You're gonna have about a minute per question. Some
Something
question.
like
I'm sorry.
something like the calendar. You're gonna give us just a minute to pull up and to make, like if we're making a meeting for you.
Well, the thing of it is, Tiana, is that some tasks will take a minute, some tasks will take 10
Okay.
seconds. Like if I were to ask you, Tiana, can I put you on the spot? Is that okay?
Yes.
What is Schedule Assist in Outlook, Tiana? If that was your asking that question in the interview, how would you answer that?
Schedule assist is where you'll be able to see everybody else's schedule to see if they can put them in a meeting.
Exactly. 100% correct. How long did that take? Probably about 8 seconds. All right.
Okay.
So you see how some questions will be very like, boom, either you know it or you don't. And some will be like this, which will require, maybe about a minute to 2 minutes of work. But it will be very punchy. You'll be in and out in no time. It's a good question. You can stop sharing your screen, by the way, Pablo.
Moses have a question too.
Yep.
So you said like we have a certain amount of time, and we also have to look like we have confidence in what we're doing. But I'm also thinking to myself, so what if, is it still all right if some of us like uses like the search function on some of these applications?
Listen, as long as it's, I'm gonna watch you do everything that you do, and if I see, like, if I was like make a calendar invite, here, I'll give you an example. I know that your screen looks a little bit different than mine, but hold on a second. Let me just show you like what what I'm not looking for, okay? And then you can, I think it'll maybe help provide some clarity. All right, Christian, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
All right, Christian, do me a favor. You're the teacher. I'm the student. Ask me to make a calendar invite with you, Christian.
Well, Eric, I need you to do a calendar invite for me on Friday, this Friday at 2 p.m.
Okay. So imagine that, like, I'm taking my final exam. Christian asked me that, and I'm like, okay, great. Is it up here? Is it new email? I think. No, that's not it. And like I'm just, where is it? Down here. Oh. Okay. This is my calendar. Now, how do I? Wait. No, you see what I'm saying? Doing here? Like, obviously, I don't know how to do it. And after about 20 seconds, I love you all. You're amazing. I'm gonna say, okay, Eric, you don't know how to do this. That's fine. I can't give you credit for that. I just want to be able to see, okay, this person's navigating the space with ease of use. That's what I'm really looking for. Is that helpful, Moses?
Yes.
And if you type in the top right, calendar, in Outlook, and that takes you to calendar, great. If you go up in the top right and type something different or start clicking buttons that don't bring you anywhere, then that's not great. I just want to make sure that you are able to use the technology with ease, and that if your boss was standing over your shoulder watching you do it, you could do it with confidence. Oh yeah, schedule a calendar invite, no problem. Here you go, boom, 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 it's done. So, Tiana?
Let's just say, like the example you did, let's say we just get flustered and we can't answer the question. Can we say pass?
No, you cannot say
No?
pass.
Like we say we can't do the question.
If you say I don't know the answer, then you don't get points for it. So there's 5 questions. Each question is worth 20 points. If you get 3 right and 2 wrong, that means you get a 60. So if you say I don't know the answer, I don't know the answer. But that's why we're spending all of class today and all of class Monday to do these drills. I'm not going to ask you anything, on Tuesday or Wednesday when we take your final that we're not discussing today. All right. So you can rest assured, if you're going through this drill with me, like I feel confident in this, then you're going to do fine on the final. You're not going to have any issues. All right. If you're like, oh no, I don't know how to do any of this, then it might be a little bit more rough. All right. Let's keep going on with calendar invites. So this one's going to be a little bit more intensive. I want everyone to go ahead and open up your Outlook, and I want you to create a recurring meeting. It's going to be a study group that you're going to have every Friday from 2 to 3 p.m. for the next 6 weeks. Go into your calendar, create a recurring meeting every Friday, starting this Friday, 2 to 3 p.m. study group for the next 6 weeks. When you're done, give me a green check.
finish off this module, let's review what we have learned. We have first
All right, David Torres is done. Pablo's done. This Friday, every 6 weeks, for the next 6 weeks, 2 to 3 p.m. starting this Friday. Study group.
Did you say you have to be there as well?
I do not need to be there. Nope.
Okay.
Yep. Thanks for asking, Amadul. All right, looks like we got a good quorum. David, please share your screen and explain to us how you did it.
All right. Okay, can you guys see it?
It's still loading, but it's coming. There it is.
Okay, so what I did was I went to new event and it's not letting me scroll up. Oh, there we go. So subject is study group. I invited my colleagues. So I made the meeting recurring by going to repeat, go to custom, clicked on Friday and then click save. From 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. I put the Zoom link for this class. And I put we will be reviewing notes from CIS 101.
Yep. Great job, David. Unfortunately, I could not give you full credit, as I said that this should be for the next 6 weeks.
Oh, okay.
So you would get partial credit for this. So if there's 20 points, you would get 10.
Okay.
Yep.
Can't believe I missed that.
It's okay. And in the event that I say a question and you're like, wait, can you repeat that? I'm more than happy to. This is the thing, guys. It's like, I want you all to get 100% on this final. There's no reason why you shouldn't. Okay. That's why we're spending this time doing this. But yeah, just be mindful of the small details. So little things like that don't trip you up. And also,
Thank you.
You're welcome, David. Thank you. And just so you're aware as well, like, I'm not going to do what I just did. Okay. Like, when you do your final exam, and like if David just shared his screen, it was his final, I would not say, oh man, David, I wish I could. I hate to tell you this, but you did this wrong. I'm just gonna put a note in my account, in my little notes to say, David did this partially right. He gets partial credit. So that's gonna be how that will work. You're not gonna find out your final grade until probably the following Monday, where we have a whole entire day dedicated to grading. All right. So thank you for that. So that's an example of what might be. All right. Yeah, Luis.
Yeah, after we're done with the final, when is the next time we would have class?
That's a good question. I believe you wouldn't have class again until the 27th. Yeah, so you would have your final, which is next week, and then you would have, the week off. But you'll receive more info about that coming. We will have a short break. And then we'll be back together again doing project management starting the following week. Good question, thank you. Raise your hand if you can tell me what a hyperlink is. What is a hyperlink?
Ricardo.
Okay, thank you. A hyperlink is usually something that you could include into an email, a document, putting a link from a website into a certain word or a certain phrase that will take you directly to whatever website you added to it.
Perfect. Thank you, Ricardo. 100% correct. That is what a hyperlink is. You're putting a text into an email or a document. You're selecting that text and you're putting a link that when you press on the text, they'll take you to that link. That is a hyperlink. Here's an easy one. It's a softball. Raise your hand. What is the subject line in an email, and do you need one?
Andre?
A subject line is basically what the email is basically talking about, what the email is about, and you basically need one, or else people won't read it, or it'll probably just go into the junk section of your Outlook.
Excellent. Perfect. Spot on. 100% right. Subject lines are required for every single email. It's what goes in that top bar, sharing the nature of the message. Perfect, Andre. All right, one more Outlook question that I'm going to ask everyone to do, and then we're going to move on to Word. I want you to go into your Outlook calendar, and I want you to click on any event that you would like, and I want you to click on the section where it says propose a new time. Show me that you know how to do that. Do not actually send it. I don't want you to confuse anybody you're meeting with. I just want to ensure that you know how to do that. So you have a meeting on your calendar, click on your calendar and click on how would you propose a new time to this person if you could not meet with them at that time any longer. And when you have that screen pulled up, go ahead and give me a green check. All right, Luis, Amna, great job. David. Hannah. All right, great, great. Let's get a few more green checks before we see how it's done. Andre got it. Ricardo got it. All right, looks like we have a good group that got it. This was actually a little bit slower than some of our previous tasks. So maybe this is an area that you want to practice between now and next week. But Amna, do you mind sharing your screen and showing us how do you, unless you have do you have a party going on in your background? Is that what you said earlier? I want to hear the music.
It wasn't really music. It was just all my sisters and my mom screaming at each other and the kids.
Okay.
It's my morning entertainment.
Excellent.
Now most of them are gone. It's only one of my sisters in the room.
Awesome. All right. So so go ahead and tell us what you did.
First I went. Why isn't it not letting me click this? Okay, so I clicked on Vanessa's class for later today. And then I expand it. Wait, I need to move this. And then I click propose new time, and then I pick one of these.
Yep.
And then I'm supposed to pick one of the options that come after that.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Excellent.
my newborn's crying.
It's okay. You can stop sharing your screen. We appreciate you showing that. That would be 100% correct. So for those of you who were struggling through that, that is how you do that. And there are times when you will have meetings at work and something will come up and you'll have to propose a new time to the person you're meeting with. It's a function that I use pretty much every day, or at least every other day. So please just learn how to use that, learn how to use it with ease. So if you get asked that question, you will be prepared to answer it. All right, let's do this. Go ahead and open up a Word document, type your first and last name, bold it, and make it like a font green. When you got that done, give me a green check. Rahul got it. Pablo, Ricardo, Luis, Hannah. Moses, you have a question? Oh, maybe not. Moses got it done. All right. Looks like we got a pretty fast fingers in this group for this one. Rahul, do you mind sharing your screen and showing us how you did it?
So I'm on my phone right now. I'm gonna
Okay.
quickly just reverse the camera.
No problem. This works.
So I made it extra big because I had a feeling this was gonna happen. So, so I just basically typed up my name. First it was regular. I just highlighted it. Add the colors, whatever color you want.
Yep.
Chose the brighter green, and I did the bold, and then the reason it's like this is because I added some more features through the outline feature. That's all.
Oh, sweet. You went above and beyond. Excellent. All right. Thank you, Rahul. And also, Karina, can you please show us your screen?
Yeah. Can you guys see it?
It's still loading, but it's coming. All right, we got it.
Same thing. I wrote out my name. I bolded it. And I double clicked my name to just change the color.
Yeah. So if you're observing what Karina did differently than Rahul, is that she did it by right-clicking it and then changing it there, whereas Rahul did it up top in the ribbon. Either way works. I just want to make sure that you have a good handle on how to change font colors, how to bold. Great job. Thank you, Karina. On that same Word document that you have open right now, I want you to put a border on that document. When you're done, give me a green check. I was being attacked by a toddler. I'm sorry if I went off mute. It's okay, Amna. I get it. That's the story of my life. I say that I'm a human jungle gym in my house. All right, Hannah, Luis, Andre, Samaje. Oh, it looks like some people are struggling with the border. Better practice this weekend. All right, Samaje, do you mind sharing your screen showing us how to make a border on Word? You're on mute, Samaje.
For some odd reason, I cannot on here. I don't know why. My computer's just been going in and out all day on a Europe laptop.
Nope, it's fine. It's fine. Thanks for the heads
But
up.
I did it.
Yeah, we trust you. Can someone else raise their hand and show us their screen? Hannah, do you want to explain to us how to add a border on Word? You're on mute, Hannah. Can you walk us through the process?
Sorry, you have to take yourself off mute first.
No worries. I see that you have a very controversial candy as your border.
Yeah. Whoa, controversial.
Yeah,
Really hurt. Let's take a step back. Well, I went with this one because it was fall. But you go to design, page borders. Wow, just go, please. And then you have these different type of borders here. You could design, you can change the thickness here. You can apply it to the whole document or maybe just a partial part of the document. And then you just press OK. I'm going to change it again because you don't like it. Let's go for apple picking ones.
Yeah, I like apples. Candy corn, not really my thing.
Really crazy.
Now I kind of want to ask the group, put in the chat box if you like candy corn, if you hate candy corn. So I feel like it's one of those foods.
Don't do this.
So what Hannah did was perfect. Now, can you go back to, sorry, really quickly, Hannah. You don't have to say anything. I just want to explain
Sorry.
kind of what you did well there. Now imagine if Hannah's in her final and I said, hey, Hannah, make a border on here. And she clicked on insert, then she clicked on layout, then she clicked on references, then she finally got to design. I'd be like, okay, Hannah, like you don't know where it is. And that's, no harm, no foul, but you lost points. So I want to make sure that you have ease of use, like you know how to go. Oh yeah, border, no problem. Design, boom. page borders, boom, like you know what you're doing, that you show that confidence that she did. So thank you, Hannah.
Also, Eric, can I ask one more question?
Of course.
Because you said that you want to. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, we
You
can
said
hear
that you want to physically see us know how to do these.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
You said that you want to physically see us do these things, but like, are you still accepting like functions like underline without actually physically seeing us do it up here?
Absolutely, 100% yes. Yep. As long as it gets done. So if I say write your name, put it in bold and green, and you do it as a function, I'll be even more impressed because then it'll be done so quickly that we can just be like, all right, you're done. Go home. Have a nice day. I guess
David have a question.
Yes, good question, Hannah. Yes, David.
Yeah, so it shows that she has design on the app version, but on the web browser version it's like different. I don't see design on it.
Okay, anybody on the web browser version know how to make a border that can help out our colleague? You can raise your hand. I don't have the web browser version, so I can't share it out. Or does the web browser version not work on you can't make a border on it? Does anybody know the
I don't
answer?
think you can make a border, but I don't know.
Neither do I.
That's why I asked you before if that's gonna interfere with our exam.
Sure. Well, this is helpful information, so maybe the border one will nix that question if we can't have that function. I'm gonna make a note of that. I'm gonna go back and double check, and then we'll circle back next week. But yeah, that's good to know. Maybe you can't make a border on the browser that a lot of you have. All right, now for the real serious stuff. Hey, awful trash, eel, it's unholy. I like it. It's eating plastic. Nope, eating plastic. I really like them. Well, I'll exit the chat then. Check. I love candy corn. This is this is quite the like I said, candy corn is a very controversial item in the world. Now, you think politics are bad? Talk about candy corn the next time you're at Thanksgiving dinner. All right.
I have them in like flavors for the fall, like apple, chocolate, regular.
Okay, I didn't know there was
What
a
about
variety.
like regular chocolate?
Yeah, I didn't know there was. Okay, maybe okay, Hannah. And in all fairness, I'd be willing to try the different flavors of candy corn. I thought there was only one. I thought it was candy corn. That was it. But there's variety. I'm down for variety. Usman.
Yeah, hi, what's up, Eric? So I'm trying to do the border like I did exactly as Hannah and as you said, but it's still not bordering it's still not showing borders for me.
Yeah, do you want to go ahead and share your screen? Let's talk about it.
I'm on my phone, so like
okay,
Raul did.
Sure. Yeah, and the thing of it is, I think honestly, Usman, we can just skip it over because we're going to probably remove that question because I think a lot of us don't have the function to do a border, and it's obviously not fair for people. Oh, look at the cute baby that Amna has. Oh my gosh, she's little. How old is she?
5 days old.
What? Oh my gosh, God bless. Wow.
Oh, congrats.
Congratulations. That's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. What's her name?
Manha.
Manha?
Manha Fatima.
I'm gonna cry. I'm literally gonna cry right now.
Yeah,
Wow.
my family's screaming in the
Teach her a word.
Can we have this? Wow, I'm so distracted right now by that beautiful baby. So my wife really wants to have a third, and I'm like, come on, babe. Like 2 kids is enough. We live in a 1-bedroom apartment in New York City. We can't have 3 kids. But we'll see how that goes. Talk to me next year and see. Like, hey, how's your 3rd kid doing? Oh yeah, they're great. Okay. All right. Anyways, I'm very distracted right now, but that was a beautiful kid. Thank you, Amna. You have brightened my day. So yeah, I'm gonna look into the border thing. If that's true, or some of you can't do it, I would hate for you to be in your final and not be able to do it. I don't want that for anybody. So I'm gonna double check that. Thank you for raising that, David. All right. So next question I want to ask, and this is also might be hard to do. On some of your Word documents, but on your Word document you have open, make the page color blue. Make the page blue. Give me a green check when you're done. All looks like a few of us are getting it pretty quickly. Guzman, Pablo, Samaje, Ricardo. All right. Karina, do you have the ability to share your screen?
Yeah.
All right. Can you mind sharing it?
Just let me know once you guys see it.
Yep, it's still loading up, but we'll see here in a moment. All right, we got it.
So in the same tab as design, they just have page color on the side. Just open that up, choose your color.
Yep.
You said you wanted blue, I chose a light blue.
Awesome. Yep, as you see, there's different colors there. Perfect. Karina would get full credit for that. Once again, design, page color, that's how you do it. And just, David, are you able to do that on yours? You're not. Oh, man. All right. So I'll have to go back and look on that one, too. All right. This is why it's good to have this practice. Yeah, Amadou.
Yes, Eric. Will you ask more than one question on like each, like a Word document?
I don't know, Amadou. What do you think I should do?
I don't know.
It just depends on my mood, you know? Maybe I'll ask you all 5 questions about Word or or all 5 on Excel. For you, Amadou, because your grade is so high, I'm going to give you all 5 Excel questions because I just want to, you know, I want to knock you down a few points. How's that sound? Knows how it goes on mute and it gives us, you know. No, I'm going to aim, Amadou, in all fairness, try to do 1 question from each category. So 1 question from file management, 1 question for Outlook, 1 question Word, 1 question PowerPoint, 1 question Excel. Make it, you know,
Sounds good. Yeah.
Make it as even as possible. I'm not gonna. Can you imagine if your final exam was like 5 questions on file management? You would like be like, whoa, this was like the easiest exam ever. So no, we're gonna mix it up. All right. So last thing for Word, please just insert a work appropriate photo inside of your Word document. Can be anything you want. And I'm actually going to send a message to the breakout rooms that we're going to close up in a few minutes. And when you're done, give me a green check. Insert a photo into your Word document that is work appropriate. Okay, Samaje says, I think I'm able to share. Samaje, the floor is yours.
Turn off mute and then let me know when you guys can see it.
All right, still loading. We got it.
Perfect. So I pressed the insert right here, press the pictures, got something that was already in my files, and we got a quarantine meeting.
Beautiful. Samaje would get 100%. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but once again, I want to see that you have ease of use. If I say insert a photo and I see you clicking around all the different items on the ribbon, that shows me that you don't have ease of use. So no, it's insert picture, different than the other things, different than design. I just want to make sure that you're able to do that well. All right, you know what? Because I'm gonna dual brought it up and because I want to make sure that we're all good here, let's do 1 Excel question and then we're gonna wrap up for the day. All right, pull up Excel. Give you a second to do that. All right, in cell A1, put 100. In cell A2, put 200. Give me a green check when you're done. All right, a few more seconds. We're not going to share our screens on that because it's a very easy concept. Everyone should be able to do that with ease. Now, in cell A3, using a formula, tell me the average of cell A1 and A2. And cell A3, tell me the average of the cells A1 and A2 using a formula. Don't just write 150. All right. I need a formula. Luis, Excel stud right there. Awesome job. Who else can get it? David got it. Excellent. Hannah got it. Samaja got it. Moses got it. All right, Moses, I'm going to ask you to take us home on today's study session. Are you capable to share your screen and show us how you did it? You're on mute.
I'm on my phone.
Okay.
Oh, I'm currently on my phone on the Zoom meeting, and I'm doing it on my laptop. But I can explain how I did it.
You know what? We'll hold off. And we'll have, it looks like Andre is willing to share. Andre, do you want to share your screen and show us how you found the average of those two cells?
Sure. 1 second.
Awesome.
Alrighty then. So I took this, went to A3. So I typed in equal sign average, since we were finding the average. Typed in cell A1, colon, A2, put the parentheses around them, and pressed enter afterward.
Awesome. So if I was observing Andre do this, Andre would get 100% for that. Andre would get a 0% if you just wrote 150 in A3, because that's not a formula. All right. So Andre did it correct. Kudos to you. Nice job. Looks like David has a question, and then we're going to go ahead and bring their other participants back and wrap up today's class. Yes, David.
Hey, Eric. So what if we also highlight the formula? If we highlight the sum, put the formula.
I'm not sure what you mean. Do you want to show your screen?
So I think this is what we did last week or a few weeks ago. So, because I used sum, A1 through A2, and then I highlighted the actual sum.
Yep. So that's not what I was asking for. The sum is the addition of A1 and A2. I'm asking for the average of A1.
Oh,
and A2.
Okay.
Yep. So what you would do is you would change SUM to AVG, and that would be your formula.
Okay.
Yep. So yeah, thanks
Thank
for
you.
You're welcome. Pablo?
I did what David did, and then after the parentheses, I put divided by 2, and it still gave me 150.
Okay. So you just want to make things complicated. Oh, man, oh man. All right.
Is that fine, or do I have to do it the other way?
No, it's fine. You got the answer. You did it right. But honestly, like, I would really encourage you to just make it streamlined, because this is a very simple formula right now. When we start doing advanced Excel and we have, 14,000 lines of data, and you start doing those little shortcuts, you're going to have what is called debt. And then it's going to be harder to translate those. So I would encourage you, make it as streamlined as possible. And one other thing, I don't have Excel pulled up, but I'll explain this on Monday. It's actually an easier way than even the one that we saw earlier from Andre, and I'll show that. But yeah, the shortcut basically, Amadul is saying it. Yeah, Usman.
Yeah, that's what I use, like that shortcut where I just put equal, and then I went to the left, and then it has sum, and then I clicked on the options it had, and it gave me average.
Yep.
And then I just hit average, and it did it for me really quick.
Exactly, Usman. That's how I would have done it as well. Listen, what I'm looking for is that you know how to do it. All right. There's more than one way to do it, but I would encourage you to find like the easiest way to do it, most efficient way to do it. All right, I'm going to bring the your colleagues back. Are there any other questions in regards to what we discussed today? So everyone's feeling good, feeling confident. Hannah's dancing; she's so excited. Like I said, my goal for all of you is that you get 100%. Like, that's my goal. I don't want anybody to come in and be like, oh, wait, what? You never taught me this. What kind of teacher are you, Eric? What kind of man are you anyways? No, like, I want you to be like, oh, yeah, we learned this. I know this. I'm a pro. Enter computers, no problem. I got this. So I don't want you to feel like there's going to be a gotcha question. I'm not going to ask you to do something I never taught you. The biggest thing when you come in next week, Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever you go, is just confidence. I got this. Eric's not going to throw me a curveball. These are all concepts that I know. The worst thing that can happen is that you just overthink it. You stress yourself out. So it's just be confident and feel good. All right. You guys are going to do great. We got 2 minutes left in class. Welcome back to our team presentations. Can you give me a green checkbox if you're feeling good about your startup? If it's going to be the best startup of all the startups, give me a green check next to your name. Oh man, we got some good ones. So just a reminder, when you give your presentation next week on Tuesday, all of us who are doing the individual exams, we're going to vote on which startup would we invest in. So which one do we think is like the most, investment worthy? So that's the goal for next week, Shark Tank style. You give your 5-minute pitch, and then we'll go around and say, all right, of these 3 groups, which one are you going to invest your tens of millions of dollars? All right, folks, I had a wonderful time with you today. Christian, you were a fabulous assistant instructor. Thank you so much. Can you just do me one quick favor before we log off and read the deliverable? I'll just put in the chat box, Christian.
If you have not submitted your portfolio on Google Site by 11:59, if you're stuck, come to office hours at 3:15 today. Have a great week.
Yep, so if you are stuck on your Google site, please swing by office hours or reach out to one of your colleagues who said they'd be willing to help. Class is officially dismissed. Have a great day. I'm happy to stay back and answer any questions anybody has.
Garrett.
Yeah, hey Eric. So pretty much, if you already did the Google sites, you don't have a delivery.
Yes, you're done. If your Google site has your image, your bio, it's a live website. It's not like some people did like a screenshot. I need a live website. If you did that, you're done. Yep.
Right.
Yes, Hannah.
So you just needed the edition 1. You weren't up to edition 2, correct?
No, because all we need is that by the time you finish this class, that you have edition 1 done. If that's done, have a wonderful weekend.
No
Enjoy your hiking.
I can't go this weekend. I have to study really hard, man.
Yeah. Well, sometimes that's how life goes, right?
Yeah, I'm working on time management. Maybe next time.
Yes. Later. See ya. Any other questions?
Eric, I have a question.
Yes, Shantae.
You said your office hours is today?
Yes, today at 3:15. Just come to this Zoom link.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Eric, yeah. So for me and my group, right? So we trying to we trying to start a business, right? So does it really have to be a physical business or has to be like an online business?
Whatever you decide. So you can create a physical business, like you want to create a daycare or a restaurant or a gym, or you can create an online business like a coaching, consulting, an app, whatever you want. You have the creativity to choose which one you want to do.
Roger that. Thank you, Eric.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
Have a great day, Manny. See ya. Any other questions before I close out the room?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes, Tiana.
So my situation, because I don't have the Zoom on a desktop and I use a Chromebook for class sometimes. Can I use my phone and like use the camera on that during the final exam, or do I have to like download it and try to figure it out?
Yeah, I would really encourage you to download it and figure it out. It'd be very hard for me to see what you're doing through a camera.
Okay.
So, yeah, I would ask that you please try to do that.
All right. I'll let you know during the weekend. Email you if I have any problems.
No problem. And also, do you have Linda's contact?
I think so.
Okay, do you have a Europe computer or your own computer?
I have my own laptop.
Okay.
I have access to a regular Windows desktop.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, you just download Zoom. It's not a very heavy application, and that would be really helpful in the final exam.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Tiana. Andre, Ashley, Amadul, any questions before we close up?
Eric, I have a question.
Yes, Amadul.
Do we have to be on camera for the exam?
You do not.
Okay, because I use a desktop computer, so I'm more used to that than the laptop.
Sure. As long as you have the ability to share your screen, that's the most important thing.
Okay, thank you.
You don't have like a Microsoft Office expert living in the house with you talking over your shoulder.
No.
Okay, just want to make sure. All right. All right.
Bye.
Bye. Andre?
Just wanted to apologize. I was having trouble with the Zoom link this morning.
Yeah, not a problem at all. Thanks for letting me know. And Ashley? Ashley, are you there?